It's hard to bet against Jon. It's hard to bet against Jon. Crazy reach and also just skillful.
Yeah.
His skills are so rock solid in every way, shape, or form. His stand-up, his submissions, he's crazy strong. He's got just an insane mind for fighting. Jon dominates everybody.
The winner should absolutely fight Tom.
And the fight's gonna happen. The fight's gonna happen. It's just a matter of when now and getting it signed. It's done, but it's not done enough to sit right here now and announce it and give you a date. But the fight's gonna happen.
I get that finally, after 16 years, we found somebody who's 7 years younger than me and 30 pounds bigger than me. Like, we finally found someone who may give me a great challenge. And everyone wants to see it so bad.
He is bigger than him, but you'd have to understand the expertise of Jon Jones, mate, and how long he's been at it and how good he is. I actually think he's playing a game, Jon Jones. I actually think he's saying all this about Tom Aspinall, how much he doesn't want to face him, how much he rates him, how good he is, because he wants that money. He wants paying for it, when I actually think he's doing this as a plan, because he knows he's going to take the fight and he wants the most he can absolutely get, because that is the last challenge to him in the heavyweight division. There is no one after Jon. There is no one after Tom Aspinall.
He's going to slowly dismantle you and find a way to submit you or punish you, beat you to death on the ground. But can he do that with a guy like Aspinall, who's a legit 255-pound natural who moves like he's 80 pounds lighter? Look, he had always had the reputation of f***ing all the heavyweights up at Jackson Winklejohn. Always. Mm-hmm. Everybody said, like, when Brendan went down and trained with him, Brendan was a heavyweight, Brendan Schaub, he's like, he f***ed me up. He goes, dude, I was like top 10 in the world as a heavyweight. I thought I was the shit. He f***ed me up. He goes, he beat my ass. And he goes, he beat everybody else's ass too. All the other heavyweights racked all dudes way bigger than him. He's just a freak.
You know, I don't want to sound arrogant, but I think what it is being so good at what I do.
Tom's the whole package. However, he hasn't gone up against somebody like Jon Jones, because, as I said, the competition in the heavyweight division isn't necessarily there on a technical level. Jon Jones is. And Jon Jones has fought way better competition than Tom. That's just a fact. He had 2 heavyweight fights, one against Rogan, who took him down really quick and he choked him out. And then he went up against Stipe Miocic. He was really good. And Jon Jones is great. You can't deny what he's done in the octagon, the career that he's had. And he's technically unbeaten. He's probably the greatest of all time. Tom's the interim champ. Jon's the undisputed. Apparently Dana told Tom at the weekend that the fight's happening. They're just figuring out the if, buts, wheres, whens, you know, the purse and all that type of stuff. Everyone's in, so we just got to wait for the announcement.
The next fight for me is a personal one, but it's not just for me. It's for every American who's ever been bullied. It's arguably the most important fight of my career.
He took down Daniel Cormier. Daniel Cormier is an Olympic wrestler. I mean, he's a phenomenal wrestler. And Jon took him down, and took him down multiple times. It's a different dude, man. Yeah. This is what we're talking about, like with genetics, right? There's some guys, they're just blessed. And then with Jon, it's blessed and his mind. It's not just, it's his personality, his like ruthless competitiveness. It's like, he's not going to lose. He's going to find a way to get you. And he's going to do it clever. He's not trying to take a bunch of punishment and stand and bang. He's not going to point the center of the octagon and let's go right here, we'll stand right here. Never going to happen with Jon Jones. You're not getting none of that, son. You're getting knees to the gut. You're getting your knees kicked. You're getting just laced up with elbows where your head's bleeding.
It's really smart by Jon Jones by saying, I don't want to face him. I'm not going to face him. I want to face Alex Pereira instead. It's really smart. It really is. Jon Jones is like the ultimate freak of all freaks. This guy's an animal. Yeah. No one's beaten Jon Jones in mixed martial arts. He is the best mixed martial artist in the world. You walk in on him in bed with your beard like you took him in.
I feel like narratives have been created that just truly aren't there. You can't duck a man that you were never scheduled to fight. You know what I'm saying? It's like, me and Dana and Hunter have never sat down and talked about Tom Aspinall. He's never been on my radar. I've beat people my whole career, and once I beat them, like, the show just goes on. I'm very aware that, you know, that the Tom Aspinall is like, it's making more headlines than Stipe. It's just the way that it is with me. You know, when I win, there's always an excuse, well, oh, he really wasn't that well-rounded, or...
Who's like your top fighters of all time?
The first one has to be Jon Jones. You have to give the credit to that man. Too fun when I see people comparing him with the Dagestani guys, even with Khabib, with Islam or that. All the respect to all the champions, but for example, Khabib, he has how many? 14, 15 fights in the UFC? Jon Jones has 15 title defenses. He's almost 40, right?
Yeah.
And he became a world champion with 23.
Crazy.
So only calculating since the day he became a world champion to now, it's 17 years almost. So
Yeah.
And Jon Jones, he's still.
You think the Jon Jones versus Aspinall fight happens?
For sure, that's gonna happen. Bro, I like Aspinall also. He's a great fighter, and he represents also a new generation. He's a new blood. But I don't know, man. And Jon Jones, he don't need to fight anymore, you know? If he fights, he's honest. Like, this is what I need to go inside that octagon and put the performance you want from my side. So this is what motivates me. This is what I need to go in. If you're willing to pay me, just pay me. If not, God bless you.
The movement, the speed.
Do you think he beats Jon?
No. He studies, man. He does his homework. You know, he's a master at this. He's gonna know what to do. So I don't think he beats Jon. No.
Wow.
Publicly, he is saying he does not want Tom Aspinall. Privately, he is waiting for a phone call to tell him the date so he can go fight Tom Aspinall. That is as direct with you as I can be. That fight is a 100% go. Take me at my word when I tell you Jon Jones will be there.
I think it's 100% too. I believe that Jon Jones gets the fight. We said this before, that it was just a matter of him negotiating publicly.
It's going to be the highest payday of all time. Yeah, buddy, he's going to get the biggest check they've ever written. That's true.
I believe that he'll get the biggest check they've ever given. I don't believe he gets to 30 million. So I'll give that about a 10% chance he gets to 30. But I do believe he will get a massive number to walk to the octagon.
Being the greatest of all time doesn't mean you get $30 million. Being able to sell. Jon Jones has done a lot of things to himself. He's saying, in one of his tweets, he was saying that I tarnished you? You've done a very good job of tarnishing you.
Aspinall is like, we've only seen him smash. We've never seen him be the nail. You know, you're getting up to elite status where you're calling out Jon Jones.
Yeah.
Right? It's a bit of a problem for him, right? Because he has not been tested in that way. He's so fast for a heavyweight. But again, you're saying the right thing. Like, what is it like in the 5th round with Jon Jones? Because if you can't steamroll Jon Jones and he starts side kicking your fucking kneecaps, you know,
there's nobody better with distance than Jon.
The best.
He's got the talent. But when you start talking the greatest of all time, again, you know how I feel about Jon Jones. It's just, you got some big shoes to fill, and you got a lot of people to wreck, you know, before you even start talking about even being within Jon Jones' universe, in my opinion.